What happens when a former government minister accused of taking billions of naira suddenly offers to return the money? That is exactly what is happening in Nigeria right now. Former Aviation Minister Stella Oduah is facing a 2.5 billion naira fraud case in court. But instead of a long trial, her lawyers are now negotiating a plea bargain with the government. Supporters say it could help recover public money quickly. Critics say it may allow powerful politicians to escape full justice. But here is the question many Nigerians are asking. What really happened to the money? And why is the case now moving toward a settlement instead of a full trial? Because this case is not just about one politician. It raises deeper questions about corruption, accountability, and the Nigerian justice system. In this video, we break down the real story behind the 2.5 billion naira case, the political stakes involved, and what it could mean for Nigeria's fight against corruption. But before we continue, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join the conversation in the comments, because stories like this deserve serious public attention. On Thursday, proceedings resumed at the Federal High Court in Abuja. The court was hearing the corruption case involving Stella Oduah and another defendant. But instead of moving forward with the trial, something unexpected happened. The prosecution told the court that both defendants want to negotiate a plea bargain. So what does that mean? Simply put, a plea bargain allows a suspect to reach an agreement with prosecutors, often by admitting some wrongdoing or returning money in exchange for reduced punishment. The Director of Public Prosecution, Rotimi Oyedepo, told the court that the defendants had already approached the Office of the Attorney General. Their proposal include returning money believed to have been taken illegally. According to the prosecution, they have made move to refund certain amount of money into the government coffer, but the government is still verifying the bank drafts. After hearing these updates, the trial judge, Hamza Muazu, postponed the case. The court will now reconvene on March 26 to hear the progress of the negotiations. To understand why this case is so important, we need to go back to 2014. At the time, Stella Oduah was Nigerian Minister of Aviation. Prosecutors say she and another defendant, Gloria Odita, were involved in a scheme to obtain over 2.4 billion naira from the Federal Ministry of Aviation. But how exactly was the money allegedly taken? According to court documents, the money was paid through two companies, Broadwater Resources Nigeria Limited and Global Offshore Marine Limited. The payments were reportedly approved under claims that they were for technical supervision and security logistics support service. But prosecutors say those claims were false. If proven, the case would fall under Nigerian Advanced Fee Fraud Act, a serious financial crime law, and the total amount involved is more than 2.4 billion naira. Now the big question is, why negotiate a plea bargain now? Legal experts say plea bargain can serve two purposes. First, they help the government recover money faster. Secondly, they help avoid long and expensive trial. But critics argue that plea bargain can also create a dangerous pattern because powerful political figures may end up returning part of the money without facing full punishment. The negotiations are happening through the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi. Under Nigerian law, plea bargains are allowed through the Administration of Criminal Justice Act. But the real debate is this: should corruption case involving billions of public funds be settled through negotiation, or should they go through full trial and judgment? But here is the part many people are not talking about. This case highlights deeper problem inside Nigeria public procurement system. How can billions of naira leave a government ministry without strong oversight? If the allegations are true, it suggests serious weakness in financial control system. Remember, 2.4 billion naira could fund multiple public projects like schools, hospital, and airport improvements. But instead, the money is now at the center of a major corruption trial. Cases like this often trigger strong reactions among Nigerians. For many citizens, corruption is not just a legal issue, it affects daily life. When public funds disappear, it means fewer resources for infrastructure, health, and education. That is why corruption cases involving senior political figures often attract national attention. So, if the money is returned, will Nigerians see that as justice, or will they see it as another example of elite privilege in the legal system? This case could shape how Nigeria view the country anti-corruption system. If the plea bargain leads to full recovery of the fund and strong penalties, it could be seen as practical justice. But if the consequences appear too light, it may strengthen the belief that corruption cases involving powerful figures rarely lead to serious punishment. And that raises bigger questions for Nigerian democracy. Can the justice system treat powerful politicians and ordinary citizens equally? The next court date is March 26. By then, prosecutors and the defense are expected to update the court on the progress of the plea negotiations. Three possible outcomes could happen. 1. If the plea bargain is accepted and the money is returned. Then 2. If negotiation collapse and the full trial begins. Or 3. The case continue with more legal delays. But the bigger story goes beyond this courtroom. It is about how Nigeria deals with corruption at the highest level of power. And that debate is far from over. What do you think? Should corruption case be settled through plea bargains, or should every case go through full trial and judgment? Tell us your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more deep investigative political story like this, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notification, because the next story may reveal even bigger truths about power in Nigeria.